Bee Swarm Simulator has a lot of bees, and they all have their own abilities. We're gonna rank every single bee from this game in a tier list. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we have every single bee in the game in here, but I could be wrong. So if we're missing any bees, I'm sorry. I did not make this tier list, but I'll put a link to it in the description. Why did I say description like that? Get out! Alright, so first off, we have Baby Bee. This is easily an S tier, let's be real. Baby Bee is super useful. They literally double your pollen. I don't think you can ask for much more in a bee. Next, we have Basic Bee, which I'm pretty sure increases the pollen of all the bees in your entire hive when gifted or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I know when gifted, they're really good. And even when they're not gifted, I don't think they're necessarily bad either. So I'm gonna put them in... You know what, A tier is a bit too generous because a lot of people do not have the gifted version. So I'm going to put it in B tier, but we might move it up later. Next, we have Bear Bee, who literally has a direct downgrade from Basic Bee when it comes to their gifted hive bonus. I'm pretty sure Basic Bee increases it by 20%, but Bear Bee is only like 10%. But Bear Bee also doubles your pollen once you turn into a bear. So for that reason, Bear Bee's going in S tier. Next, we have Bomber Bee. I actually don't remember that much of how this bee worked. I know buzz bombs are some of the best ways to get pollen in Bee Swarm, so keeping Bomber Bee in B tier seems valid. Next, we have Brave Bee. I'm not actually that sure what Brave Bee does. I know he like fights and I think he has more stamina than some of the other bees, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he's that good though, so he's probably going to go in C tier. Next, we have Bubble Bee. Bubble Bee's pretty nice. I think they'll go in... Actually, I think we need another tier here. Here, we're going to add a row below. Alright, I made a new tier that is B plus tier, and this will be for bees that are better than B tier but worse than A tier. And that's where I think Bubble Bee goes. Next, we have Bucko Bee. And I don't actually remember this guy having that much of a use. I actually don't know what he even does. I'll put him in B tier because I don't know that much about him, but I'm pretty sure he's at least pretty good, right? Next, we have Bumblebee, who's probably one of the cutest bees in the game, like just to look at his face. But unfortunately, I've heard that he isn't that good. So I'm gonna put him in C tier. Actually, why is D tier the last option? Why is there no F tier? Okay, now we have an F tier, so I think this list will be a bit better now. Now we have Buoyant Bee. I personally don't have this bee, but based on what I heard, he's one of the best bees in the entire game. So he's probably gonna go in S tier. He's really good based on what I know. Next, we have Carpenter Bee. This bee might not be everyone's favorite, but I know he's really good. And actually, he might be everyone's favorite. I have no clue, but I don't know if he's as good as Baby Bee, but I like him a lot. He's definitely staying in S tier, at least in my opinion. Next, we have the Cobalt and Crimson Bees. I think they're both going to go in A tier. They're good, but there's no reason to buy either one of them rather than just getting a 500 ticket bee like Photon Bee or something. No, we'll rank Photon Bee next because why not, even though he's not next up. Photon Bee is probably yes. I don't know actually. That's kind of tough. You know what, Photon Bee is going to be A tier, and we're going to lower these guys down to B tier. Now we have Commander Bee. I think this guy's actually pretty good. I don't remember what his gifted hive bonus is, but I'm pretty sure it was a pretty good stat. So for that reason, we'll put him in... No, we'll be generous. We'll put him in B+. Now we have Cool Bee. I don't think he does that much. C tier. Diamond Bee. I'm pretty sure was pretty nice. We're going to put him in B tier. B+, I mean B+. And we'll go A tier, Demo Bee, I don't remember what Demo Bee does, but I think they're pretty good. Demon Bee, I'm pretty sure Demon Bee is one of the worst legendaries in the whole game. Honestly, I'm gonna put him in D tier. Maybe not D tier, that might be too much. We'll put C tier, I guess. Digital Bee, based on what I've heard, this bee is really overpowered. They're also the hardest bee in the game to get, I think, because you have to do all the drive stuff. So they'll go in S tier. Next, we have Exhausted Bee. I'm pretty sure this is one of the worser ones, so they'll go in C tier. Festive Bee. Festive Bee is honestly pretty nice. Some of their rewards can actually be really useful. I don't know if they're worth 500 tickets. I feel like it'd be better if they were 400 or 350, but it is what it is. I think they're a solid A tier bee. Fire Bee. Fire Bee might actually be better than Demon Bee. I'm not sure. I'll put them in C tier though. Frosty Bee. I remember they can get a lot of pollen. If I remember correctly, they collect significantly more pollen than most other bees, but besides that, there doesn't seem to be anything that good about them. I'll put them in B tier, or B plus tier though. Fuzzy Bee, S tier, S tier. This actually might be my favorite bee, I don't know. Fuzzy Bee's really useful. They upgrade all the flowers. They make everything great. Gummy Bee. Gummy Bee is honestly not that good. They're not worth 2,500 gumdrops, but they are very useful because once you get them, you no longer really have to spend gumdrops. You can kind of just collect their tokens, and yeah. I'll put them in A tier. They're very good, but they're not quite S tier material. Hasty Bee. Hasty Bee's pretty useful. There's some better ones though. I guess I'll put them in B plus tier, but maybe I'll lower them later. I don't know. Honeybee's pretty good if I remember correctly, but not the best. I don't remember what a lot of these bees do, but I don't remember anything that special about Honeybee, so we'll probably put them in B. Actually, no, just kidding. We're gonna put them in A just because of that amazing face. That amazing, iconic Honeybee face is putting him in A tier. Lion Bee. I'm pretty sure Lion Bee's good, right? They're like a better version of Brave Bee, but I don't think they're crazy good. I'll put them in B plus. Looker Bee. Okay, Looker Bee. Oh, some of y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but Looker Bee might be an S tier. Like when you're fighting Coconut Crab, they're really useful because they like multiply the amount of damage you do against him, which is really, really useful. Looker Bee's really, really good. Actually, okay, S tier is a bit too much, I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna go at the top of A tier though. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of comments saying never let bro cook again, but yeah, I am. Music Bee and Looker Bee are both like the really good fighting bees. They're both really good when it comes to fighting. This one like increases critical chance at or something, and then this one increases critical power, I think. I don't know. Ninja Bee is also a really bad legendary, I think. No, we need some in D tier, let's be real. We're gonna put we're gonna put those in D tier. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what bee this is. I'm pretty sure this is Precise Bee. From what I've heard, they're really good, so I'll put them in S tier, but I've never personally used them. Puppy Bee is overpriced. They're good, but they're not that good. So honestly, I think B or B, we'll put them in B plus. Rad Bee is going in C tier with all the other like filler bees. Rage Bee, okay, Rage is going in S tier. They're really useful. Actually, I don't know, man. Maybe they have to go here. We're lowering Diamond Bee. We're demoting Honey Bee. We're demoting... actually, okay, that's fine. I think we fixed the list by doing that. Rascal Bee, we'll put him in D tier. I don't remember anything special about Rascal Bee at all. Riley Bee can go in B tier. Shocked Bee, what does Shocked Bee do? I think he actually has a pretty good gifted ability bonus if you're a White Hive. So for that reason, we'll put him in B tier rather than C tier like all the other ones. Shy Bee, I've heard, is pretty bad, but not the worst. Spicy Bee. Spicy Bee's a mythic, so they have to be good. I think they're one of the less good mythics. Even a less good mythic is still a mythic, so it's still going to be really good anyway. No, we'll put it in A tier because it's a mythic. Stubborn Bee. Okay, I've heard Stubborn Bee is pretty bad. We'll put them in D tier. Tabby Bee. Tabby Bee's crazy good. They're going in S tier. And then we're down to the final 4 bees. We have Tadpole Bee, which we'll probably put in... We'll put them in S tier. Vector Bee. I'm not actually sure. They'll probably go right next to Spicy Bee. They're probably like... They might be the 2 worst mythic bees. But it really depends on your preference, I guess. Any mythic bee could be the best or worst, depending on your preference. But even the worst mythic bee would still be one of the best bees in the game, because mythics are actually really good. And now we have Vicious and Windy Bee, which are the 2 boss battle bees that you can fight around the map. I think Vicious is gonna go at like maybe the top of A tier. They're really good for fighting also. No, we're creating a separate tier just so I can show you guys all the ones that are good for fighting. So we're gonna put Vicious, Looker, Rage, and Music all there because they're all really good bees for fighting and taking down Coconut Crab. If you want to take down Coconut Crab, these bees are your go-tos. And then Windy Bee, I've never actually used Windy Bee, but I've heard they're really good. I guess we'll put them in S tier, why not? So there we have it, the list of what I believe is every single bee in Bee Swarm Simulator. So what do you guys think? Did I cook, or should I never be allowed in the kitchen again with that ranking? Let me know in the comments. If you were to change this ranking, what would you change? Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.